Hey there, folks. It's 8:06 p.m. Tuesday, February 20th, 2018. I was just talking with one of my sons. My oldest son is on the West Coast. This other son, I've never had the opportunity to meet him. He was, I'm his father. He came from my male reproductive fluids. He's got very strong source DNA. I just cranked him up. He was in a trip chair. He's under the Pacific Ocean. Some things I wanted to share with you about the history of our, I was going to say our planet, but well, it is, but of our country and this federation that's banned now. This son of mine he's like a mini Hulk or something. He's so strong. He's had the benefits of very powerful DNA, but at the same time, DNA enhancements, such as getting rid of different possibilities of disease and other traits like that. Different DNA characteristics from me that he won't have. Anyway, we were laughing. My older Black Panther, he's relative to understanding. It's part of me, whatever. Anyway, it just came into my head real quick and told me I had a call coming in with him and told me exactly what time. And my son was there 4 minutes early. He's in a trip chair, I might have said already. I know he said he's under the Pacific Ocean, but he works for the U.S., but it's more than just the U.S. We were laughing about the government for a little bit. The United States government is just a bunch of lackeys, a bunch of idiots. That'll get changed. Also, something I wasn't aware of that he brought up in our conversation. You can talk pretty fast when you're in telepathy, but with him, because he's in a trip chair, it's just nice having a nice conversation. He said 1972, going on into 1973, is when they were finishing. In 1972, they came up with a new treaty, and then in 1973, it was supposed to be some amendments and stuff were made. But there's always been issues between us here and this federation that was in space that's been totally taken down now by the new alliance. So anyway, that was really neat to talk to him. We talked about a lot of things. I was I'm a little annoyed at everything I've been doing. Proud of it, but annoyed I didn't get to do some things relative to a personal life. Excuse me. It would have been nice to see him. We were laughing about the Draco, not the Drachk, the Draco. He was saying there's, like slimy little eels. Corey Good talks about them like, everyone's kind of nervous, afraid of them and everything. They're a bunch of chicken something or other, chicken scratch, They have strong technology. Most of what they're not stupid. They're pretty smart, but they've also acquired certain technologies by theft, killing the people and taking it. Just like they've been stealing Drachk DNA for a long time, trying to incorporate it into their reptilian-type bodies, and they've always had issues. Anyway, they jump in real quick, real fast, hit you with some heavy artillery. It's mostly energy weapons, and then poof, they're gone again. And so, we're laughing about how they're like little slippery eels. They sneak in and then, do what damage they can, and they run before anybody can hit them. There's your Draco. Draco like to stay pretty far away from the Drachk. I don't know if I mentioned it in a video recently, but I think I might have. The Drachk had attacked a whole. I did. I think Drachk attacked a large part of a solar system, trying to take over a galaxy, and that's stupid. They'll get nowhere with that. Anyway. Those of you that got those large pieces of selenite that I put part of myself into, celestite, what did I say, selenite? Thanks, sweetie. Deanna's over there in a corner, and she's got a slingshot, and every time I screw up, she comes around the corner where she's going to shoot me with it. No, I'm tired, and I'm sick, so... Anyway, those of you that got that, if part of it breaks, just keep it with you. Both pieces will work. Not that no one that bought it would, but if someone bought any of it would. But if someone broke off part of it and went to sell it, what I put in there is just going to come right back out, come right back to me. Is for you, and those of you that bought it, you're all cool, all very good people, and I'm glad you did. It's like the skulls. It's just not the pretty looking skull. Those skulls were transmutated, and of course a celestite is not, but it's got part of me in it. You can talk to it all the time, and the whole idea is to help you in understanding things, to find out more, to help you move forward. But you can talk about stuff whatever you want. It's a part of me that I released to be in there. It's funny. Just everything that's been happening. I got a couple of the things I needed to take care of. I'm trying to come up with them. Well, Deanna and I were making some spheres today. We just sit next to each other, and I beat her up while she makes them. No, just like she makes the necklaces and understands stone energy, she does the same with the spheres. We make them together, and then we crank them up together. We talk about different stones going in there, and every once in a while I want to do a little something different, but Deanna has never been wrong one time on the stones. And other Source family members that do this, it's the same thing with them. All of us are not these bodies. Only the strongest part of what we are is wedged in here. The rest of us are floating everywhere. I mean, not everywhere. The rest of us are floating around outside of the body. Excuse me. I'm tired. Anyway, there's nothing else going on out there, and really in space right now to talk about it. A lot of stuff's happening. That farming equipment that they're bringing, they're assembling it on a huge one of those huge DeLorean motherships. They're huge. They have another name. I don't know what they are. I'll ask my son next time I talk to him. But It's funny cranking up my. I cranked up my son when I was talking to him when he's in that trip chair, and he got a kick out of it. He was really kind of happy that the chair records all of it. They have he has some kind of joke with his buddies down there. They have an armor. Oh, now I remember some other stuff. They have he's kind of like the controls an armory. Okay, weapons that we have. I looked at them one time and I saw some pretty neat stuff in there. I never spent a lot of time. I've been too busy dealing with everything on the other side and then trying to write the books and crank people up and, everything else. I can't do as much as I want to, and I don't have much longer in this body. And I need to get the hell out of here. Everyone's so worried about dying, man. If they knew who the hell they were, they wouldn't. People say, I can't feel. I'm worried about, not being able to feel. It's like, oh, for Pete's sake, when you're not in a body, you can take your energy and feel the fibers of stone or wood or anything else, material. You can feel the fibers as you push your energy through them. People, we're not bodies. We're stuck in them. For a short time. Especially compared to how old our lives are. Anyway, he and I were talking about some stuff on Mars. And then from there we jumped to Venus. Now that was interesting. I wanted to Google Venus and look at it because I know it's there's issues, with chemicals in the atmosphere and everything else. But with Mars, there's stuff moving around. The planet's actually starting to change again. For there to be a little more life. But the thing with Venus is the tracking stations. That's when we were talking about that. That's when the thing about the Draco popped in real quick. It's funny. Slippery little guys. They're not worried about them. Corey talks with different. I love Corey. Please don't take me wrong here with what I'm saying. But he talks with other folks. It's like a bunch of political, military ambassador kind of stuff. They had that Blue Sphere Alliance thing that. It's a group they were trying to put together to do something, and the Mantids, he was involved. The one they called the Blue Avian. Everybody takes something like that, and they spin their own stories on it, and I've heard so much garbage. It's sad. Everybody wants to make a name for themselves. All I want to do is get out of this damn body. Kind of funny. I love everyone and everything, man. But people get, not everybody, only a few, but these few people more and more stick out. They're so intent on finding a way to make something about themselves instead of taking the time to relax and go inside themselves and learn about their own selves so they can become more, make better decisions. Use their metaphysical abilities, meta-abilities. What's that old saying? You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Some people aren't ready, just leave them alone. But there's so many people who want to wake up and really, and it's in their heart. Oh, so much loving energy, man. And they're just looking for a place to find what they need. This book, this third book and the last book in the creation series I wrote for y'all, stones in it, different categories, different the different stones for different energy focal points within your body to power yourself up. what the characteristics are, which combinations go together, the energies of the stones themselves. There's stuff, some of the stuff I covered in book 1 and 2, I took some pieces of that. It's not replacing book 1 and 2. There's no way to do that. You don't have to be a 1,200-page book. But the things I mentioned in book 3 that were touched on in book 1 and 2, the depth on that, there's much more detailed information about a lot of things. When I'm done, and I have the book done, the copy here, or if I get out of this body beforehand, you'll see it with Deanna. But before I go, I will have at least the full table of contents now. And I cover, it's not just about the lives that are coming, the physical lives with all these new ET races and everything, the metaphysical, these bodies evolving. Oh yeah, next 2,000 years, the humanoid bodies on this planet, and the rest of them are going to be evolving, maxing out. So there'll be centers where people are going to be getting cranked up, and you're going to have the opportunity to literally evolve your DNA, your body. It's not even a machine, it's a person you sit down with. Bunch of people with source spirit inside, making you stronger, make your abilities waken. The field is going to be slowly, working on everyone's DNA. It's already happening right now. It's not like a DNA ICUC. It's a totally different animal. But there'll be people getting that too. The hell's hitting my ear again? Oh, I'll deal with that in a minute. Anyway. Mars is growing a little bit, coming back to life. Like I said, Venus is, we have all kinds of tracking stuff out there. Our governments are a joke. It's just a bunch of men running around doing nothing, and what really runs the planet doesn't care about them. They're paid money and told what to do, but that's been taken away now. One thing my son did say is that right now things like it's calm, with these other units that running the planet. Actually, it's not MIB. They're a bunch of assholes in NSA. This is something different. He said they're just chilling, relaxing. They're just, they're waiting for everything to happen. And it's about to when they know that. Excuse me. He gave me 5 weeks. We'll see. The sooner the better. Anyway, yeah, it's just a couple tidbits I had. Just kind of excited to talk to my son. I will have that ET video done soon. I've really been pushing the book hard. It's really hard for me to go out and go anywhere, do anything, and so it's a matter of just getting the book done. Finishing up all this stupid shit with these lawyers, man. What a waste. Anyway. Folks, love you. I'll get that other that ET video up here soon, okay? I'm just really pushing that, finishing the book. But it's just plain video that has everything on it, and I'll show it to you and explain it to you. And then you make up your own mind what you think. Relax as you watch it. Just relax. Take a nice full breath, take another 4, 5, 20, whatever, just relax. Get yourself a cold glass of ice water, iced tea, a beer, whatever you want, I don't care. When you get stoned, it really screws up your metability perception, so it can feel good to get stoned. So when you get stoned and you see something, you say, man, that was cool. Now you missed most of what was there. I'm not picking on anyone. I've been there, done that, remember? So, but take a look at it and see what you think. The idea is for you to know for yourself. These are my friends. I talk to them all day long whenever. I interrupted Tier in a couple of 3 meetings, actually. One of them I caught myself the other 2 times. I just blasted him. One time he was actually talking. The other time he was listening to what someone was saying. I wasn't trying to be a jerk or arrogant or anything. I just... Sometimes I don't think about what I'm doing when it comes to that. The field keeps me attached to everything, and I can ignore most of it. But it's still like a busy signal going on in my head. People talk about the ears ringing, and I just kind of laugh. It's kind of like I got 50,000 watts going through my head at one time, constantly. Anyway, whatever. I just want to share that with you. And I will get that other video out soon. And Deanna knows how to make these spheres just the same way I do. I've already cranked up all the stones. When you feel these spheres, folks, go farther away. Just see the sphere in front of you, set it in front of you. Damn heart. See the sphere in front of you, look at it, then just let your eyes go blank, look away, whatever. And then just imagine imagery in your head, see the energy field of that sphere. And then just go out without the spheres right here, okay? Just go look at a wall, look at a ceiling, doesn't matter. See where the energy field is with your mind. When you do that, you're using your scanner and your pineal. So just relax, then start feeling where it is. And then just, see where it is in your mind, and then put your hands farther away, slowly come in, and right where you see it in your mind, you're going to start feeling it in your hands. People, you all are metaphysical machines, you just don't know it. No such thing as a psychic. There's something much better. It's you. It's you and your abilities. Anyway, y'all gonna find out more about yourselves soon. Hopefully every day. Folks, love you, man. Take care and have a good one. Here's a little more Oahu Beach. That was so nice to be out there. Love you, man. Have a good. Well, I got to move the studio downstairs. If I could, I would. Going up those stairs is hell. Anyway, it's 8 steps, but right now it's like a marathon. Anyway, during the video a little while ago, something hit my ear hard, and that was the same time that happened. And so I had taken a SDXC card out of the camera here, and went downstairs, started to listen to it, and all of a sudden I remembered that, and I said, son of a gun, I forgot to go look. So I did, and it's a female talking to me. She's a friend of Serenity and Melly. She's Mantid. She's an actual Mantid. They look very much like a praying mantis. And she's all excited and everything, and I'm talking with her. I'm like, she spends some time on different ships. Right now it's an Allurian ship, one of those large ones, and she works in the, what do you call it, nursery. When I was talking with her, she said nursery, and I'm thinking, okay, because Serene especially, and then plus Melee, they've been involved in these children that Dan and I, that come from Dan and I. And I thought that's what she was talking about, but it wasn't. I said, what? So I had to go look at it. And you could see a ship with a really nice clear canopy of some sort, a section of it, and they have plants getting some sunlight. So it's kind of nursery. Boy, it's kind of nursery she was talking about. It's late. It's after 9, and I never stay up this late anymore. Anyway, I wanted to put that in. Look, I'm not concerned about how people, feel about me and what they say and everything. I'm trying to give you as much good information as I can. And over time, especially 100 years from now, people are going to understand what I've been talking about. I am going to get something started with the Spiritual Foundation YouTube channel to get some of the products on there. You'll be seeing them, there. I'm going to try to swap them over from here to there, and we have a lot of new stuff or Deanna has a lot of new stuff. Like I said, one of my last videos, I say we because it's in the house. But then after I'm gone, Deanna will have to, get in there. Deanna's a little shy, aren't you? She says I'm number one with her. She's giving me the finger. I came here for a lot of reasons, but a few very strong ones. But I was made to talk to people. I have information to give, so I have to be able to talk with people. And I have. Anyway, all these, stones, necklaces, the rune books, the rune cards. You want to learn how to talk to your spirit guides, get a rune card deck and everything. We're putting something together. Again, Deanna's putting something together. We talk about it, though, with the rune cards, rune book, and the runes DVD. In the runes DVD, I pull every card one at a time, and I explain the meaning and everything else. So there's nothing left out on that. All this stuff is to help you. So remember, there's always someone screaming and crying about something. Just let them go. You hear a baby cry, you look at it and make sure this, little beautiful wonder has what he or she needs. But when they get to 12 or even a whole lot older and they act like they're 12, let them go, man. There's no need for that. It's difficult enough to relax and open yourself up to start feeling things and then learning how to trust yourself without bothering to let the problems that these people have, they belong to them. Don't accept them. You have your hands full just to relax, open up, and explore yourself. The other folks are going to do what they're going to do, and they can do without you. I wish the best for all of them, but I'm concerned about everyone waking up as much as possible. It's like I've said before, I'll help anyone get up twice, but you pull someone up, get off the ground, they sit back down. You pull them up a second time, then they go back down. They hold up their hand. I'm just, see ya. So, folks, I love you, man. Take care.